Chance the Rapper. What is up? We're out and about amongst people again.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We're back outside on the beautiful City Walk, Los Angeles.
Yes, sunny California. How are you feeling? You've got so much going on. We're going to talk about all of it. But just right now, coming out of a very challenging year for all of us, the other side of the pandemic, you good?
Yeah, I feel great. I'm glad that, that we survived, that people are getting back to some sense of normalcy. And yes, I'm blessed to be alive, for sure.
Yeah, and the blessings keep coming. We got to get in a magnificent coloring world.
Yes, we do.
Talk to me a little bit about this amazing concert for your biggest, best fans, the ride or dies in your hometown of Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really, really proud of the movie. I became the first music artist to independently distribute a film with AMC, and so I'm glad my movie's coming out in theaters. I'm glad that people get to experience my performance the way that I wanted it to be presented. And yeah, I'm ecstatic. I'm elated. We in Hollywood.
Exactly. Talk to me a little bit about what the vision was for the concert, right? Because obviously it's filmed, and now we can experience this in theaters, which is something I think we're all missing now.
No, the concert came to be because I wanted to be able to, give a more intimate version of my show. At the time I filmed it, it was 4 years ago. I was on an arena tour where, there's nosebleed sections and stuff. It's and even though you got that big, those big screens that show the IMAG footage of me performing, I don't get to direct those cameras. I don't get to choose what shots they use, and it still feels like a certain distance. So I wanted to try to put together something that was different than a big show. So the show's a lot more intimate, way smaller crowd. It's not at a stadium or an arena. It's on a small sound stage. And yeah, it's just a different experience. I don't think there's ever been a concert film that looks like this.
How did you select the fans that actually were a part of it? How did you keep the show a secret until it was go time?
I mean, well, first of all, I was lucky that I planned it out in such a short period of time. So the whole thing came together in 3.5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And the night before, a couple nights before, I reached out to SoundCloud and asked them if they could give me a list of my top 0.001% of listeners in the Chicago area. And I just, got that list, emailed it out, see who wanted to come, and it was an overwhelming response. We ended up having to do 3 shows that day and film them all through. But yeah, they were the loudest fans, the proudest fans.
When you say you sent the email, I'm just was it chancetheRapper@gmail.com? How do they know that this is?
No, it literally was. No, it was SoundCloud got the information together for me, but I typed up a little, personal for them. Try and keep it special.
And as you mentioned, this film is the first of its kind, and the fact that it is distributed independently, was that important for you, and why?
Totally. Yeah, I like doing stuff, in a new way, in a nuanced way, and I have a very specific vision, and I found that it's harder to work with, a big studio or label or whatever it is when it comes to the creative process, and sometimes it's best just to go directly to the consumer. So it's a lot like what I did with Apple. It's it's an exclusive time for people to experience my work how I wanted it to be made, funded by myself, and ideated by myself, and it's just a great representation of what me and my team do.
Absolutely. And an extension of all of that is House of Kicks. Talk to us a little bit about this super immersive experience, really, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, the House of Kicks is, it's my production company and film house, but it's also a physical house that's in Chicago that we shoot our virtual concerts out of there, sketches, shoot music videos, but it's just a cool ideating space for me and my homies to come through and just work sometimes. But House of Kicks, this is the first film House of Kicks distributed. And I'm proud,
Well, now I gotta ask, what type of things will we be distributing in the future? Are we gonna get some scripted action? Chance the Actor?
Chance the Actor is still downloading. I love acting. It's just such a tedious experience. You're sitting on a bus all day, shooting the same lines over and over again. That's why I like directing, I like producing, I like scripting. But I think because of how excited the what is my guy's name? Damn, I'm blanking. Oh, Adam Aaron, guy who owns AMC, who's really excited to do new forms of content and present sporting events and stand-up specials and concerts and things that are specifically tailored to a certain audience and exclusively in AMC, and so probably a lot more AMC House of Kicks collaborations coming in the future for sure.
Good, we're excited. Now, you know I got to ask you about the family life, because you were just like the ultimate family guy. We love it. We're obsessed with you and your wife's love story. Is it true you've known each other since you were 9 years old?
Yeah. Well, we've known each other is kind of a stretch. I saw her. I saw my wife for the first time. I was 9 years old. Okay. My mom used to work at a black-owned real estate agency that my wife's mother owned. Okay. And you know, they had like little Christmas parties and stuff like that. And I got dragged to a party. Not dragged, I was a kid, but I had no autonomy. You know what I'm saying? I got brought to this like this little work party or whatever. And my wife, her sister, who's one of my best friends, and another one of her friends, they like, it was like not a talent show, but they came out and did like a little dance or whatever. Okay. And I just remember I was enamored. I was standing there, I was like, I think I know what I want to do.
Really?
And then, yeah.
At 9?
At 9 years old. But I didn't see her again until I was probably 17 or 18.
Really?
We shared the similar circles, but I just didn't see her again until then. And then, and then we got married and had babies. Not in that order, but either way it's fine.
Whatever.
You know, it's like,
we checked the boxes.
Yeah, I did
we
both.
Got there.
And yeah, so it is a cool love story.
How did you know she was the one?
How did I know she was the one? Cause she kept letting me come around. You know, she didn't.
Was everybody denying? Was everybody telling you go home?
Yeah, no, it's just like I liked her a lot, and I felt like, you know, she was out of my league. But hey, bagged her. You know what I'm saying?
Got her.
You know?
In love. 2 kids later.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, we're fully in it.
That's awesome. And being such a family guy, what has that transition been like for you? You know, obviously you're this great musician and artist, but now juggling home life also. Was that a transition? Was it difficult? What's it like for you?
It's definitely difficult for sure. Yeah. You know, balancing anything, you know, it goes, you know, family and business, but it's also like family and friends, or family and, you know, self-care, family and all these other different areas. So it's always a balancing act. I don't want to say luckily, but luckily there was a pandemic right after I got married, so I could just be with my family. Yeah. And no, yeah, it is tough, but it's you know, I think of it as kind of like your life's purpose, you know, or at least mine, is to, you know, raise my kids and get you know, have a family and be present and stuff like that. I always kind of thought that that's kind of the main focal point of living a good life.
Absolutely, absolutely. You have 2 daughters. What do you love most about being a girl dad?
What I love most about being a girl dad? I don't know. You know what I mean? To be honest, I don't have any experience in having a son, so I don't know what the main difference is. Okay. But I do know that when I first had my kids, or found out that I was having Kinsley, you know, I wanted a boy, and I was like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. But once you have your kids, it's not really like you have a boy or a girl, you just have your kid. They just are who they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever look at my daughter and I'm like, man, if only you were a boy.
Oh, you know? Oh gosh.
You know, it's like, I love my daughters. It gives me, I think one of the coolest things about being a father of two daughters is that it allows me to, you know, kind of be, I don't know how to express, it's just love. It's like a lot of love. My daughters are both very like expressive in their love and their emotions and how they feel, and it helps me to be the same way.
Like brings that out. I'm a daddy's girl, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, they love me for sure.
We tend to have dad wrapped around our fingers, 100%. What would you say your superpower is when it comes to being a dad? Can you do the hair? Are you the one who's always the good time? Can you get them to be quiet when mom can't? Like, what's your superpower?
I think I'm the 2 last ones. I'm the one. I'm the fun dad. You know, I like to also because I like to go to theme parks and, you know, do fun things like go to the museum or whatever like that. Yeah. But I think my main superpower is probably that I can get both of them to go to sleep really easily.
Oh, that's an important superpower.
I'm the Naptime Guy.
Okay, Naptime Guy. I like the nickname. Okay, you posted this adorable video with your youngest. You guys were dancing. Do they have the musical talent starting to come out?
They're both very music oriented, both very you know, performative, outward, you know, kids. Marley especially, my youngest daughter, she'll dance to no music. She sings all day. She has perfect pitch. She's only like, you know, about to be 3.
Okay.
Gonna
be the youngest signing on the label soon?
Yeah. No, she's about to be 2. I'm tripping.
Chance.
Yeah, You know, I got so many of them.
Yeah, just
two
like
is too many
8
to
or 5
count.
kids.
Yeah.
Okay, the littlest one. She's the musical one so
Yeah.
far. Okay, we'll see. I want to go back to your humble beginnings. Obviously, you're from Chicago. I heard a story about your grandmother calling Common's grandmother way back in the day when you were really just like kind of getting your legs into space.
Yeah. I think like I was probably like in high school. I hadn't released any mixtapes under the name Chance the Rapper. I just had like CDs and stuff back then. But yeah, my grandmother on my mom's side stayed in the same like condo complex, I think, as Common's grandmother. Or maybe they knew each other from Chicago. That's probably not what it is. I really don't know. But I remember one day I got a voicemail message and it was like, yo, peace and love. It was common sense.
I love it.
Yeah, no, but it was a cool experience. Very, I definitely treasured it. And I think I lost the voicemail, but I remember the peace and love part.
But you remember it. That's all that matters. Okay, you grew up with parents who worked for the U.S. government. I'm curious to know, did they ever want you to follow in their footsteps? What was it like growing up and being like, Mom, Dad, I want to go down this lane, as opposed to maybe a different one?
It was definitely different. I think my parents wanted me to be happy above all. And my mom was really kind of more of an entrepreneur, like, you know, like she worked in a lot of different jobs. She used to own a hair salon, popular hair salon in Chicago, and didn't go into working in government until way later in life. But I think they wanted me to do a lot of it was less about like doing what they did and doing, you know, being able to do what they couldn't do. Like my parents neither one of them finished college, and they wanted me to go to college, which I didn't.
It worked out.
It worked out, but you know, like, I don't know. I think they just wanted me to be happy and to live a long life and to be, you know, have certain wisdoms and stuff.
Yeah. And how do you think they feel now when, you know, you all look up and see the life you've created for yourself, for your little family that's growing?
They think I could be doing better.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just kidding. No, they're very proud. They're very proud of me. They're very vocal in their support.
Good.
My dad is my manager. My mom is like, you know, does everything for me and just like, you know, still takes care of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're both very proud.
That's great. Are you ready to play a game?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready, Hollywood.
Okay, since you wear a 3 on your hat, obviously for your third mixtape, Color Book, we have a little game of the 3s for you. Are you ready? First up, 3 filmmakers you would like to collab with.
3 filmmakers I would like to collab with. I love Rian Johnson. He's amazing. He's got the Knives Out coming out, and that's like a roster that everybody's trying to get on. So I would love to be in any Rian Johnson film. I'd love to be in any Wes Anderson film. He's the king ensemble cast and just like just an awesome, you know, GOAT.
Yeah.
And third director I would like to work with or be in a movie with or something like that. Spike Lee.
Boom, there we go. That's perfect third. Okay, there we go. Your 3 favorite movies of all time.
3 favorite movies. Jesus. Okay, one of them, everybody doesn't necessarily get this movie, but I think it's one of the most well-made movies of all time. Sorry to Bother You. Which is, damn, what's my guy's name?
Have I seen that? I'm not gonna
Bruce
lie.
Riley. It's with Lakeith Stanfield and Tessa.
Lakeith. So talented. Yeah.
No, it's an amazing movie.
Okay. Sorry to Bother You.
Sorry to Bother You. Drumline starring Nick Cannon.
Forever and Always.
That's a classic forever.
Naturally.
My third favorite movie is, dang, I don't even know. Probably The Dark Knight, I guess.
The Dark Knight.
It's just a
good movie.
Well-made movie.
I have to ask you this randomly because I've been watching it again. It's my favorite movie. How do you feel about The Matrix?
The Matrix is really good. The Matrix is really good. And I feel like the lore of The Matrix is really good. I don't know how much I like the second and third film as their own thing.
Just the original.
But the story and the simulation and the world building, like that's like a big skill for like writers and directors, is like making sure everybody understands this world that we live in. And I feel like they did that. I love The Matrix. It's like the first movie I got on DVD.
Really?
Or that my parents got on DVD.
Okay, got it. The parents got it, but do we still have this DVD?
No, yeah, my dad's nodding his head. He still has the DVD.
Okay, so we still got it on DVD. Last but not least, 3 favorite songs that you perform in the film.
3 favorite songs in the film. I love the version of How Great that's in the movie. Very, very cool, and doing it with the orchestra and everybody's super dope. I love the Same Drugs, the movie version of it. It's just like a scene that I'm proud of, and the music version is cool, but just like when that part's really cool. And then the 3rd favorite song is probably Paranoia. It's cool that we got to. I forgot until I watched the movie again, but the fact that we have an ass rap song in the movie is super dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love all the songs in the movie. They're all very nostalgic to me and cool to see performed.
Oh, no doubt. And we can all experience that when we go to theaters to get the immersive experience in person, right?
Yeah. August 13th, Magnificent Color World, the independent movie extravaganza.
Oh!
You know,
I love it.
Yeah, you know, you gotta give it a marquee. We're in Hollywood, baby. Magnificent Color World in theaters, August 13th.
I love it.
Tickets on sale now.
Boom, tune in. Chance, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Jay. I appreciate you always.